All right, Lauren, we're jumping into the pod with a hot question today. I think this is something we're gonna bring into the pod. I think like just opening with like a funny question or something, because I don't know, why the fuck not? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
why
so
not?
today's question is, you can only eat one fast food chain for the rest of your life. What is it?
Shit.
No, it's genuinely so hard for me to pick. Because
I know, that's why
I'm not one of these girls that's gonna yuck a fast food. Like people are like, "Oh, it's so unhealthy. I would never eat that." I'm like, I would.
yeah.
I mean, obviously I would. So I love a fast food. But are we gonna consider like In-N-Out and Chipotle fast food?
I would definitely say In-N-Out. I'm not so sure about Chipotle. Like, when I think of fast food, I think of, like, a drive-through. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? Like, something I can
Mhm.
drive through and, like, go. But I don't even know if I would consider Chipotle fast food.
But they
Would
do
you?
have a Chipotlane where you could drive through.
Do they?
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, they do. You have to order it like ahead and then just go through the
Oh, I see
drive-through
what
to
you're
pick it
saying.
up.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, but I don't think I would consider Chipotle fast food.
Yeah, I don't think I would either.
Because if it was, that'd probably be my pick. But I don't think it is fast food.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
think
so
it's more
either.
like Taco Bell, Wendy's,
Right.
Del Taco, Burger King,
Yeah, like
McDonald's, KFC, shit
Chick-fil-A,
like that.
stuff like that. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I might go with Chick-fil-A. I'm not gonna lie on that one.
Chick-fil-A?
Yes, I think I might pull a Chick-fil-A, dude.
Is that your favorite, or is that just one you could have all the time?
I feel like I could have that one all the time. I feel like they just have, like, different things that I could, like, maybe vibe with. I know
Mm,
they don't have, like, too much, right, like, crazy amount, but I feel like I could mess with it all the time. Like, when the kids are like, "Oh, let's go get, like, fast food," I'm like, "Chick-fil-A sounds kinda good." I don't
okay,
know why.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, what about you?
Hmm. I'm really torn because, like, I could do the most damage at Del Taco.
I
Like,
love Del
I
Taco.
love Del Taco,
Yeah, love it.
but I don't know, like, I mean, they have some variety, so they have, like, the quesadillas, but you could get, like, a burger and fries there too, and they have, like,
Right.
bowls and stuff, so I kinda like that for that. But then also, like, El Pollo Loco is so good.
I haven't
I
been there in a
l
hot minute.
I love that, and they used to have these little jalapeno hot sauce packets that were so bust, but, like,
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
I literally went in to go get it the other day, and I asked them for, like, a big bag of the jalapeno packets, and they're like, "We don't have those anymore," and I was like, "No, like, the store doesn't have any currently, or what?" And he's like, "No, like, as a whole, I don't think they're giving us those anymore," and I was like, "You've lost a customer for life."
No, you know what lost me with them is they stopped selling black beans. I know that sounds so dumb, but, like, I used to get a BRC burrito, and I would sub the pinto beans for black beans, and I would add in chicken breast, and it was phenomenal. Like, it was my go-to. It was fucking expensive, but it was so good, right? And I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah.
I fuck with this." But then last time, like, it was, like, maybe over a year ago now, I, like, went there and I was ordering it, they're like, "Oh, we don't have black beans anymore." I'm like, and I asked the same thing as you, and they're like, "No, like, we literally just don't sell it anymore." And I'm like, "Are you, like, for real?"
I genuinely sat there at the counter, and I stared at him, and I said, "Is this a policy?"
I know. Like,
I said, "What do you
what?
mean?" I said, "What do you mean?" I said, "That is what makes the meal elevated. Like, that is what makes you guys someone I'm going to and I think about. You get rid of that salsa, you get rid of me. I'm not coming
And I
back
think that's what
here."
happened with the black beans. I stopped going ever since then
I
because 'cause
will
I'm
say
like,
I
"I
went a
can't
couple
eat this
times,
with
but
pinto beans." It
that's
just doesn't
craziness.
taste the same.
Yeah, so because of the jalapeno dilemma here, I have to cut them all the had they had those pockets, it probably would be up there for me because they have quite a variety, and I feel like it's a little more fresh.
Yeah.
But I'm also stuck with McDonald's because I'm a McDonald's
What?
girl. I will
No
eat that
way.
shit. If I didn't have any slice of self-discipline, I'd be at McDonald's twice a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week.
Shut up. What do you get there?
No, I swear to God. And
That's
I limit
crazy.
myself to literally, like, once a month, maybe, if that. I remember when I was, like, trying to get a job this last go around, like, I was literally, like, every single, like, interview I'd have or whatever, like, I told myself I wasn't gonna get McDonald's till I got the job.
Yeah.
So, like, I was, like, pushing, like, month 4, month 5, I'm, like, after every interview, I'm like, "I wonder when I'm gonna get McDonald's." Fuck, I'm, like, sad about it. Like, I wonder when I'm gonna get McDonald's.
That
And then
is
I got the
so
job and I
crazy.
feasted. Oh, yeah,
Hell
I get
yeah,
the
you did.
nuggets, the spicy McChicken, McDouble, french fries, and then you stack. You stack it, you stack it, you stack it.
Oh my
You
gosh,
put the
what?
chicken and the fries on the McDouble, you pow it down, and then you're left over with some more nuggets, and the McChicken is gas. The spicy McChicken is gas.
That is so funny. I
I'd probably
never would
pick
have taken you
McDonald's.
for a McDonald's chick.
That's what I'm saying, like, I have to control myself because I could generally go crazy at McDonald's. Those golden arches hate to see me coming, is all I've got to say. I
Wait,
love
that
that
is
place.
so funny.
I
That's
love it.
crazy. I love their apple pie. Alex and I are always like, "Fuck, you
It's
know what
back.
sounds so good right now?" And then we're always like, "Apple pie." And I'm like, "Fuck." And it's down the street from my house, yo. Like
Yeah,
2 to
yeah.
5, no, it's like 5-minute drive probably with all the lights and stuff. But then they always have a damn deal for always on the McDonald's app.
You know what just makes my day every time? If I go to McDonald's, I get my 10-piece nugget and I open that thing and there's 11 in there, I want to kiss the mouth of whoever is doing that. And
That's
here's the
so
other thing, not
funny.
only do I stop at 10, I get a 10 and a 6 cuz 10's not enough for me. I'm popping those things like little
Yeah,
coins,
that's
little
like a little like
tokens.
freaking
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I love okay, fun I know we've talked about this for almost 10
I
minutes
think
now.
the crispiest soda too.
When I was a kid, I was so obsessed with McDonald's and they had and if anyone's listening and you're a millennial and you're in your 30s, early 30s, you're gonna know what I'm talking about, hopefully. At McDonald's, they had the ranch, and the ranch was this brown. It had a brown like cover on it. Right now it's like blue, and I don't even really like this ranch right now. They had a brown cup ranch when I was a child. I'm literally drooling thinking about it. I would eat like 6 of I would literally open it and put it back like a shot, Lauren. I'm taking
Wait, I
shots
don't
of
remember
McDonald's ranch.
that.
They had it.
Wait,
I
I need to know what this is.
No, it was it I remember the day when I went to go get McDonald's and they're like, "Oh, we don't have those." And they changed it up and I'm like, "No, like it's like El Pollo all over again." I'm like, "What do you
Yeah,
mean?
literally.
This is the best thing that you have here." And now they come out with these weird wackadoodle sauces. I'm like,
I
"Bring
know, yeah,
back
there's
the
too
brown
many.
the brown covered ranch."
It was probably the ranch before they decided to dump like 5,000 ingredients in each thing.
Maybe.
You know how like back in the day how like everything was like they even show like back then it was like somewhat minimal and like now it's like 3-4 times the amount of ingredients is what it was. I guarantee
Damn.
that's what it was. They like totally changed the ingredients.
Well, it must have been because I remember my brother would like go get me. I'm like, "I need 8." I
You know what
need like
ticks me off? You like go to these restaurants and they're freaking such a-holes about the damn dipping
no,
sauces. I'm
don't
like,
get
you
me
got me
started.
fucked up.
McDonald's specifically, you used to get 3 sauce cups with a 10-piece nugget. I go up to the window the last time I went to McDonald's, they had a sign that said new sauce rules,
Yes.
2 for 10. I said this. If you're listening, I'm flipping on camera. I said, "F you, Ronald. What do you mean I get 2 cups for 10 nugs? I'm using a cup every 3 nugs. Maybe 2. I get 2 cups for 10 nugs? For what? And then you have to pay like 25 cents for an extra cup? Slob on my knob. I'm not
No,
doing it. Just put
literally.
it in the back. Here's the other thing. If I'm an employee at this establishment and someone's like, "Can I get am I gonna actually be like, "Actually, ma'am, that's 50 cents for a new cup," and then go to the cash register, ring them up, get the 50 cents? No, just put it in the it's not coming out of your paycheck. Do you know what I mean?
I know some of these like employees are like so anal and by the book. I'm like, broad, throw it in the fucking bag and just don't say anything.
Like,
Like stop
you
taking
don't
your
tell,
job
I
too
don't tell.
seriously.
No, seriously, and here's
Ugh,
the thing, it's McDonald's. You know what I mean? It's not
come
like you're
on.
giving away nuclear codes.
And you know what pisses me off? They are so freaking scandalous when it comes to using codes. Like, dude, I'm like going through the drive-thru. They're like, "Oh, do you have a code on your app?" I'm like, "Yeah, here it is." And then it's like, "Sorry, you can only use 1 per order." And then they literally time you on your app. You can't use another one for like the next like couple hours, I think it is.
These people are
So I
sick.
literally have to bring Faith with me and use her phone. And I'm like, "Yeah, I have 2
Each
separate
kid
orders."
gets their own app.
No, literally. I'm like, "This is bullshit, yo. Just let me like stack them up."
No, like I've
Like,
earned
you're still
it.
gonna get the like you're still gonna get the money anyways. Like, what's the point?
Yeah,
Like, you
that's
don't
the
think I'm
other
gonna pull
thing.
another app out? Like, come on.
When I was going through like the Dunkin' when I could go every day, I'm still
Oh my
really
gosh.
I'm sad about it. I can't talk about it for too long. However, it's like I would get so many things and it's like you can only redeem one thing at a time and
So annoying.
I'm like, "But why? Because I've already spent the money. I have the stuff. Let me use it. If I want to get a free sandwich, a free drink, a free bagel, a free muffin, a free donut, because I can, you should allow me."
Like, how do you think I got these rewards in the first place?
No, like I am
like,
your
I'm literally
most
here every day.
valuable. Like I can't talk about it. I'm gonna cry.
You're like, "I'm keeping you guys in business, and this
No,
is how you're gonna reward
truly.
me?" Literally.
No,
When's the last time
seriously.
you had a Dunkin', yo?
So occasionally on the weekend I go up to Oceanside and I'll grab one. And you know what's
Yeah.
crazy? I went on a Saturday and I got an order and I just got a drink and I go up to the window and this girl is like, "Oh, you have the avocado toast," and that, and she started listing off all the shit and I could have just said, no, I'm gonna stop you. I let her go. I
Yeah.
let her continue through the whole list. I said no. And I said, "No, I just have a drink." I said it was for Nicole. And she's like, "Oh, okay." And then she gets it, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward, I come back on Sunday morning I'm like, "Oh, hey, I'm mobile for Nicole." They're like, "Oh, welcome back." I'm like, "I like that." I just had to
Yeah,
come
there
one
we go.
time and you already knew. But it's not often. Like, I get it maybe once a week, if that, once every other
Yeah.
week. It's really sad.
And then when
My
you come back to
points are
Orange County, do you
gone.
go to the same one you used to go to?
Occasionally. I went there, I think, once or twice.
Yeah.
But,
They
like,
remember you.
like, my boosted status is gone. I was on track to get, like, a bunch of badges this year because I was, like, already at 200 visits in 2026, like, months ago. I'm like, I've
How
lost it.
depressing.
No, seriously. Anyway, I guess I'd pick McDonald's.
Yeah.
I'd pick Dunkin', but they don't have anything but the coffee, so I gotta pick McDonald's because their iced coffee at McDonald's kind of bust too.
I was gonna say, I've heard really good things about that one too,
It is
so
good. Before, like, when I had real bad anxiety before I could go that far, that McDonald's right there, it was, like, 5 minutes from my house. That was,
uh-huh.
like, my Friday push, and I'd, like, drive
Mhm.
over there to get a iced coffee.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah, I could have a
Hell
whole
yeah.
episode talking about fast food,
I
honest to
know,
God.
fuck.
Everyone's probably,
Maybe
"Yeah,
we
we could
will.
tell." And you know
Maybe
what?
we
It's
will.
fine. And you know what? Maybe we
Maybe
will.
we freaking will.
And maybe we will. And maybe
Yeah, literally.
we'll talk about every fast food place that. And you know what? One more thing before we move on into something else. Taco Bell. I want to have a formal apology because I used to be like, I don't get it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was a Del Taco girl through and through. And still, if you were to put the two up against each other in front of me, 8 times out of 10, I'm going Del Taco.
Yeah.
But it has surprised me. And they have some pretty good, like, the Lux box, and they have some good deals and stuff. And so I do fucks with Taco Bell. And at my boxing gym, one of my friends there in Newport Beach, she's like one of the like chefs at Taco Bell corporate. And so like she like tests out Taco Bell items and like they test it in like test markets. And if it works, they like roll it out nationwide. Whoa, take
Hello.
cover. And so she told me they were doing like this. I don't even know if I can say this is like high
I know,
security.
right?
But they're doing like a creme brulee crunch wrap or something like that. So they were testing it in
Dude, that's
Michigan.
pretty
So if the
sick
creme
job.
brulee is
Can you
coming
imagine?
out, I know, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Like, what do you do? Oh, I make Taco Bell food.
I know.
You're iconic.
I-
Anyway, that's all I have to say about fast food.
Yeah.
It's been
for
like
real.
almost 20 minutes, but I could talk about it
Yeah,
forever
it's
because
good.
it really is one of my first true loves.
It just always slaps. Like, when you're
No,
having a bad day, just freaking roll through a drive-through, like,
No,
you know
it's
what sounds so
love.
good right now is the
What?
Chick-fil-A cookies and cream milkshake.
Dude, you have told me to try that for years, and I still have not put my lips
No,
to it.
you're
I
lying.
swear to God. Because you told me it's like a blessing and a curse, and I should be scared. And I was really like, I don't know if I can bring that into my life. And I literally was just thinking about it the other day. I was like, Lauren, like, I remember she used to like love this thing.
Dude, I got my brother hooked like
See what I
2
mean?
months ago. I literally told him, he's like, "What's a good milkshake that, like, won't hurt my stomach?" And I was like, "Chick-fil-A. You have to try the Chick-fil-A cookies and cream, I'm telling you right now." I said, "Anything else hurts my stomach." I said, "Try this one, I promise you." Him and I are very similar when it comes to that, and I'm like,
Mhm.
"No, trust me, try this. You will never regret it." Actually, you might, but, like, just try it. He literally tried it, and he was in the drive-thru, I kid you not, every single day getting a milkshake.
The way I
And
gained
he would
87 pounds.
chug that shit by himself. I at least share. I've never had one by myself. I always share
Oh,
with my husband or one of the kids or something.
I
I feel like I feel less guilty when I do that. So, like,
Let me look.
literally, oh my god, and their chocolate chip cookies. Yo,
Stop. Can I tell you one of the best chocolate chip cookies I had was like a week ago?
where?
You know where from?
Where?
Costco. Okay? I
What?
had the no, I'm not. Don't let me like
Yeah.
that. This is the best chocolate chip cookie I've ever had in my
Girl.
freaking life, dude. I'm telling you right now, when I think, because look, I'm a chocolate chip
Like,
cookie.
they made it Kirkland or, like, they sell it there?
No, like at the food court. I don't know who the hell makes somebody with a fishnet on their
Shut
head.
up, at the freaking food court?
At the food court, bitch, get the chocolate chip cookie. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right. And then it's like warm, and it's the perfect like
Dude, stop.
crunchy on the outside, and the inside is just so soft and warm and chocolate. Wow, I'm like having a moment. But yeah, I'm telling you right now,
Fuck,
it's
yo.
unbelievable.
I love a good cookie. I'm telling you right now, like, I
It's my
could
favorite.
always go for a cookie.
It's my
Everything
favorite
else
dessert.
is, like, kinda like, that doesn't sound too good right now, but I'm always down for a cookie. Always.
It's truly the best dessert.
Oh,
I think for
chocolate's
me,
so
ice
good.
cream outdoes it just a hair. But like, if you were like, "Do you want a brownie? Do you want cake? Do you want pie?" It's always a cookie. And it's
Yeah,
always like a
literally.
chocolate chip
Oh,
cookie.
for sure. Do they sell
It is
anything
my
else
favorite thing.
besides that or just chocolate chip?
No, just chocolate chip. I thought I saw some rumor about them maybe trying a brownie, which I would try because I do kind of like that occasionally.
Yeah.
But the cookie was
Damn.
actually unbelievable. And if you got the
Oh my
soft serve
gosh.
with it, Stop it right now.
I
I'm
feel it
telling
sounds
you,
like
it's
diabetes shock
no
right there.
diabetes. But then you could probably go inside and get like, I don't know, insulin for like half price
Yeah.
or something. Just like a 12-pack of insulin
Yeah.
syringes. But yeah, it was fabulous. So
Wait, yo, that's crazy.
yeah, so good. Oh my god, we've talked about food now for 20 minutes almost.
Yeah.
Wow. We've got to do we have to move on? I guess we have
I was
to
gonna
move
say,
on.
do we just continue? I don't know.
We could just continue at fast food, but
Yeah.
it kind of is a good segue into our semi-topic for
Yeah, kind
today.
of. Yeah. I was gonna say.
But it's like health scares and like body changes
Yeah.
in your 30s. Maybe some is brought by fast food because maybe we
Yeah.
shouldn't be eating that in our 30s, so that's fair as well.
Yeah.
But I will say it's a real thing, dude. Like,
No,
can
it's
we just
crazy.
like? And here's the thing: I understand, like, we're not old by any means. Like, I'm not like, oh, I'm so old, like my body is decrepit, whatever. But there is a real line that you cross from like 25 to 30 plus. And I'm gonna be
I feel like
honest
once
about
you
it.
hit 30, like there it goes, honestly.
No, I feel like I have aged because I'm gonna be 33.
Coming up, girl.
I'm gonna be 33 in like 3 months. That's sick to say, but it's true. And I feel like I've aged more from 30 to 33 than I did from like 22 to 30. Do you know
No,
what I mean?
truly. I feel like in my 20s, I was popping, early teens popping, like I could
Ugh.
hang, you know what I mean? Like all this stuff, right? And I was
I
also
wish.
popping babies out every 2 years.
No, you were.
And I feel like it's like either catching up to me or like there's just something about hitting 30. Like there's literally just something about hitting it. And people are like, bitch, wait till you turn 40. I'm like, that's actually kind of scary and concerning. I'm like, I need to get my shit together like
No.
now.
Seriously, at 40, I'm scared because like premenopause.
I feel like sometimes I'm already hitting it if I'm being honest with you. Like,
I Googled it the other day. I'm like, how early can this start? Because I'm having hot flashes with no
me
reason.
too.
I'm
All
like,
the time, yo. Like it's been beautiful outside and all of a sudden, boom, I'm just like hit with a wave of heat. I'm like,
no, I'm like,
the air's blasting, fans on. Like I wake up to like dead sleep to like freaking just drenched in sweat. I'm like,
no,
did I just have a
seriously.
nightmare? Like what is happening?
That's what I'm saying. And here's the thing. If you know me, you know I am extremely sensitive to hot. I run hot as hell. You lay next to me,
Mhm.
it's like,
A
see you later.
furnace,
Like, it's
no.
hot as hell. And so I am scared for that. Because, like, in my 20s, like, I only did not feel good, like, on the day or 2 days of my period. And I'm like shaking ass and having a good time after that. You know what I mean? Like, I did not care.
Yeah.
I was going through like some slight mental things in my 20s
yeah.
until like the mid to end got really bad, obviously. But like that early 20, mid 20, dude, I was on top of the world and I didn't even know it. I didn't even know it. I was in the best shape of my life. I had the best skin. I was getting tan like in the blink of an eye. I didn't have any skin things. My hair was like cute. It's not all thin and shit like it is now. I'm like, wow, I really should have lived it up a lot more.
Isn't it crazy though to think like too, like even in high school, like I always thought I was like a little thicker, you know what I mean?
100%.
And I'm like, thicker who, bitch? Like
Thicker for
you were
what?
living life. Like now I'm trying to get back down to that weight.
Girl, you
And
are
that-
not supposed to be as big as you were in high school as a 30-year-old woman.
No, you are though. Like that's the
Girl,
thing. And I'm like,
are you?
yeah, like I'm supposed to be down at that weight like I was in high school. And I'm like, this is depressing because let
Maybe
me tell
the
you
weight,
something.
but I don't know if we're supposed to like feel like we did when we were 16 years old.
I feel like we could though. Like if you really like I don't know. So okay, so when I was doing this one trainer, right? Like I was following her shit to a T. And when I told you I did not quit on that, I never quit on that. Like literally I followed it to the book. You know how the first 2 weeks is like hell getting through that, right? Especially when you're like
It's
addicted
so
to the
bad.
sugar and all that shit. It's so hard, right?
To the sugar, to the
And
Oreo shakes.
yes, and especially the like meal portion size.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard, right? Like it takes your body a freaking hot minute to get used to it, especially when you start busting your ass to work out.
And then you're hungry as shit.
Starving.
Yeah.
Yes, hungry as shit, right? So I followed her thing, right? To a T. I lost literally 33 pounds within, I could have sworn, how long was it?
Couple
It might have
months,
been,
wasn't it?
yeah, I think it was like 3 months.
Yeah.
Dude, and I'm telling you, I like messaged her and like I took she always says you take like before and after pictures, weigh yourself once a week to make sure you're like down the 2 pounds every week like you should be. When I tell you I messaged her and showed her my before and after pictures, she was shook. She's like, I've
Damn.
never had a mom of 4 like that drop the weight like you did. Like literally, like and I'm like, I told her, I'm like, no, like literally I followed it to a T. And I'm really actually not the best when it comes to that stuff. I normally kind of give up, but I'm like, wow, so this is what it feels like to feel this good.
Mm.
I could literally like run and not be out of breath
Mm.
because my cardio, like the shit she had me doing, I was, like, in the best shape I think I've ever been,
Wow.
honestly, like, doing that shit, and I
Wait,
almost
how
went
when was
really
this? How old were you?
I wanna say it was, like, 2 or 3 years ago,
Okay.
and I gained it all right back. I love that for me.
Yeah, well, fuck.
That's the problem when you have, like so I have the PCOS, and now they call it some other shit, I don't know what they call it now, but it's, like, the polycystic ovarian syndrome,
Mhm.
where I have, like, cysts covering my ovaries, right, and they told me it was gonna be so hard for me to get pregnant, all this stuff. Well,
Yeah,
obviously,
alright,
that was
dude.
not one of my symptoms. So,
Yeah.
obviously, I got pregnant every single time we tried, and then
God.
yeah, but you get, like, the random, like, facial and body hair, like, that's, like, one thing that drives me nuts, I get that, and then I get, like, the crazy hormone, like, flare-ups, I feel like you can, like,
Mm.
feel it, you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
like you said, like, the period too, like, now it lasts, like, my we always talk about this, our symptoms last, like, literally, it feels like you maybe have, like, a week off before you get
Maybe.
the next symptoms, and then you get your period again, it's just, like it's
Yeah,
brutal, and I feel like I get that a lot too.
and I feel like it's just I don't know, because for me, I have what do I have? I have Hashimoto's
Motherhood. Mhm.
hypothyroid. So it's like I have this autoimmune, so it is attacking my thyroid. So anything that stresses me out, or if I don't regulate myself or take care of myself, or like I
Mhm.
push myself too hard, my body like instantly reacts and starts attacking itself. And it's so weird too because like I can feel it.
Mm.
Like I can feel when I'm flaring, when I'm inflamed. My like body is just in so much pain.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel that, but it's like, I don't know what am and I'm like looking up things to like help me, right? And it's
Right.
like, cut sugar, cut gluten, cut dairy, cut this, only do yoga, only do that, only lift, don't get your heart rate too high, only do, I'm like, I literally, like, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. Like, I would barely be living. Like, what am I eating? Bird
Okay,
seed?
you, like, literally stop living. That's the problem, our food has so much shit in it, you can't even eat anything nowadays, like, we loved the strawberries and now, like, Driscoll brand, it's like, see you later, it's, like,
Mm.
covered in shit. It's like, okay, so now we can't eat strawberries.
Yeah. I'm like, you know what? I feel like for
It's
me,
just
I
our
always
food,
felt
it's
like it's
killing
more
us.
about like my environment or like my mental state
Yeah.
or I think that is kind of what triggers my like flares because I have the tendency to and I don't know if this is like elder daughter. I don't know if this is just my situation or whatever, but it's like I have this tendency to just push, 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 busy, 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 busy. And I remember I was telling you about this maybe I think the other day where it's like I was so used to living in that and focusing energy on something, and then now that I
Right.
live on my own, it's like I go to work and I focus on that, and then, like, I take my dog out and I can focus on but, like, at the end of the day, it's just me here for a couple hours, and I'm just, like, sitting with myself, and it hits me, like, everything hits me, and
Mhm.
I'm, like, in a funk, and I'm, like, I'm not I wouldn't say I'm depressed, but, like, I'm
Right.
crying every day and stuff, and I'm, like I feel as though, like, that is a part of my problem, where it's, like, I have that stuff on the inside that's kind of triggering me, so it's, like, people are, like, "Oh,
Mhm.
cut out gluten." I'm, like, "Girl, I don't think gluten is my problem." I'm gonna
No,
be so
I
honest with you.
yeah.
I think it's, like, environment and mental stability and health and things like that, but it's, like, even this Orange Theory, so I do Orange Theory twice a week, and for a while I was doing it plus my boxing, so I'd, like, Orange Theory box 5 days in a row,
Mhm.
and I was feeling, like, pretty good, but I could tell the Orange Theory was kind of, like, messing me up a little bit. Like, I could get on that treadmill, right, and I could, like, run, and my cardio wouldn't give out, my body literally hurts so bad trying to run.
Mhm.
And I'm like, this feels like it's that problem and not like and quote unquote out of shape. I know I'm not like in the best shape, but I'm like, I if my body didn't hurt running right now, like it does, I know I could go a lot further and probably harder.
Yeah, 'cause you were running for a minute, remember that when
Dude,
you were,
I
like,
was
going through
running
it?
like God, I was sometimes I
Every time you
ran
would
like
tell me, I'm
10
like, "Dude,
miles a
that's
day
sick." Like, how is that even possible?
because I was unemployed and what else the fuck am I gonna do?
But, like, that's a lot of fucking miles. You just, like, yeah, one day you're like, "Yeah, I just ran 10 miles." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like,
No,
who
yeah.
does that?
Yeah, that was a crazy time in my
You're, like,
life. And
in
quite frankly
monster mode.
but even then, like, I wasn't, like, skinny. I didn't look that much different than I do right now, I don't think.
Well, I think
So
it
I'm
was just,
like
like, your cardiovascular and, like, your heart rate, like, you know what I mean? Like, you could just
yeah,
feel it that way.
yeah. And, part of me is like, "Why didn't that flare me up to high heavens?"
That's what I was just about to, like, compare the 2 and be like, "Wait a minute, remember when you were running all those damn
But
miles?"
you know what I think it was? I think it's because I did it at such a rate that, like I would push myself and I would overdo it sometimes, but I would
Right.
pace myself in a way that, like, my heart rate wasn't 180,
Mhm.
185 for, like, too long of a period of time. Like, it would
Right.
stay in, like, 140, 150 And I think that's the key from, like, things that I've seen about kind of Hashimoto's and stuff is, like, you wanna keep your heart you don't wanna stress your heart so much. And so Orange Theory is literally, like, I'm just stressing my heart, I'm like, the thing's flashing orange and red in my face, and I'm like, "Oh, shit," like, I gotta pipe down. But I don't know, it's just it I got diagnosed with Hashimoto's too when I was, like, in the prime of my 20s. So I was
Oh,
like,
did
"How
you?
the hell? Like, this doesn't make any sense." I'm like, "This doesn't." And I remember my doctor was like she was like, "Yeah," because my shit was out of control. Because I had this doctor that sucked, and he was such a douche, and I was like, "You know
Mhm.
what? Screw you, I'm over it." And I found this other doctor, and she literally, like, the first time I met her, we talked for, like, an hour about everything. She was so nice. She's like, "Let me just do a blood test, whatever." I'm like, "Okay." So I'm expecting her to do, like, the blood test that the guy did, but she did this other one where it was, like, your TPOs, which are like your antibodies, and it's supposed to be like 9 or less. And I literally had like 9,000.
Oh,
And
shit.
she's like, "We found it." And I'm like, "Oh shit, like that's legit." And then she's like, "But," she's like, "there's really not much we can do until your thyroid is like gone." And I'm like, "Okay."
It's good.
Yeah, so I'm, like, living
Good
life,
to
I'm like,
hear.
"Okay." And then over time, like, my thyroid and, like, we would do blood work and my TSH would come back and it was finally, like, lows, like, 8 or something. It's supposed to be, like, under 4 or something like that. And she's like, "Okay, we'll start meds." But then she's like, "We're gonna start on the smallest dose because I know you have anxiety and you don't like taking medications, so we're gonna start really, really slow." So it's like, I literally for the first probably, like, 3 years of having it, I had to up my dose, like, every 8 months or something because it just wasn't enough. It wasn't working. It's just, like, it's so, like, your body's so whack, dude. I'm like, "Why are you
Isn't that
doing this to
crazy?
me? Like, what have I done to you?" Like, I've done nothing but, like, try to take care of you, worked out my whole
Right?
life. I don't drink. I've never done drugs. It's like, give me a little slack here, and then you're gonna come in here and start attacking yourself? Like, you're stupid as hell. Like, do something else. Like, attack my fat.
I know, right? Wouldn't you love that to have? That'd be a good problem to have.
Like, I'd love that. I'm like, except now you make it extremely hard for me to lose 1 ounce of weight. And I think that's where I'm at too now that I'm older and kind of this like growing into more of this like woman, I guess. But it's kind of like, I think ever since I was a little kid, dude, like parents were taking me to nutritionists, coaches were telling me I was fat, like kids would make fun of me. Like I was always big. Doctors were always the first thing they would have said. It was like, "Oh, your BMI." I'm like, fuck your BMI, dude. Like all this stuff, right? Like so many people telling me I was just big and I'm too slow or whatever the hell it is, right?
Mm,
And then now that I'm like in my 30s, I'm like, I don't like I'm not that little kid who like feels like they have to kill themselves and like starve themselves
right.
to like be a certain way. I'm
Mhm.
kind of like I do what I need to do to take care of me and like if this is my body, this is my body. Like
Yeah.
I can't kill myself because then my body reacts and goes against me if I push
Mhm.
myself too hard. And so it's just kind of like I think my 30s is like a real eye-opening thing for me because I'm like I'm an aging woman and like this is just like I'm not like trying to have an excuse of like I'll just let myself go, but it's like I have learned to give myself like way more grace.
Right, for sure.
'Cause I'm like, I have these issues that are legit, like, I do what I can to, like, help myself, and it is what it is, like, I'm not gonna freaking sit here and be like that little kid who's just mad at herself all the time because she, like, ate a cookie or something, oh my god, like, I'm just over it.
Well, I think I, like, freak out a little bit because the PCOS is also trying it's not trying, but, like, it also heads in the direction of, like, insulin resistance and stuff,
Mm,
so, like, that shit kind of freaks me out, and I feel like that shit runs in my family,
mhm.
the diabetes and stuff, so I'm like, "Fuck, I really gotta get my shit together," you know, like, who wants to be freaking poking themselves and shit like that all the time? I'm like, "I've gotta start getting it together now," you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I can't keep waiting anymore, like, that's just
Well, that's like
I gotta figure
I
my shit out.
your mom has diabetes, right? My dad has it.
Mhm. Yeah, my mom
Yeah.
does, yeah.
He hasn't, like, he has the Dexicom thing on his arm, and then he has to give himself, like, shots, and then, like, he gives
My
himself too
mom doesn't
much,
do
and then it crash I'm
anything.
like, "No, my dad does not pay attention." He's
No,
like,
she does nothing, like, she doesn't monitor anything, she doesn't
"Jesus."
take her blood, no, she says that she can feel it. So, I'm actually, like, pretty proud of her, she cut out sugar
Oh, good.
entirely, and she's like, "I feel so much better, it's crazy." Because I think it scared her the one time, I
Mm.
forgot what she ate, but she ate something and it had way too much sugar in it, and it hit her so hard, she could feel, like, her entire body just, like, shutting down,
Oh, shit.
and I think it scared the shit out of her, so, like, ever since then, hasn't touched anything
Well, good for
with
her.
sugar, and I know, I was like, "Maybe that's all you needed, I guess."
Yeah, a little
But it
scare.
definitely runs in my family, and I know that comes with the PCOS too,
Yeah.
and, like, the amount of people that have PCOS too is so alarming to me.
Dude,
Freaking crazy.
the amount of just health issues us
I
as a
know.
generation and group has is nuts. I'm like, what are you even talking about?
It has, like, quadrupled ever since. Like, it's
It's
mind-blowing.
literally like 1 in 2 people are gonna get cancer. It's like everyone is getting like,
It's just, like, the luck of the draw if you really think about it, like,
oh
it's just
my
a matter
god.
of time, I feel like, before it just hits one of us, you
And I
know?
think that's also what I'm thinking too. It's like I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best, but also allowing myself to live.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I feel like that's important too.
You can't
Like,
just be,
yeah,
like,
could
so strict about it, like, always looking, like, 24, you know what I mean? It's just, like, you're not even living
I
at that
can't.
point. It sounds so miserable.
Yeah, and it's like, maybe you should try for like 3 months and just cut out the gluten and cut out the dairy and cut out the sugar and don't do this and just do, and I'm like,
It's like,
I
what
could
do you
also get
eat?
hit with a bus though.
I know.
And, like, do I feel like shit a lot of times? Yeah, would it be nice to not feel like that, and maybe these would be helpful? Maybe, but I think for me, it's like I've lived with it now for so long that I'm like, I
Mhm,
know what triggers it and inflames it. Like, I know what it is. If I push
mhm,
myself too hard with the workouts, if I don't take care of myself, if I don't allow myself to, like, breathe and, like, slow down, or if I start thinking about too many things and I get overwhelmed, like, I
mhm.
know what it is, so it's like, you just have to, like, have that fine line between taking care and making good choices, but also, like, still allowing room to live life and not, like, beating yourself up or obsessing over something. Like, I used like, when I was running all those miles, dude, I have, like, obviously anxiety and things and maybe a little OCD, but it's like, I would obsess over it. I'm like, "Okay, I did 5 miles yesterday, means I have to do more today," and then I would do 5.5, and I'm like, "Okay, well, I have to do more," and I do 6, I have to do more. It's like, you don't have to do shit. You could actually, quite frankly, not run at all.
I
You know
hate
what I mean? It's
running, you
like,
won't ever catch me running.
I just was, like, so, like, obsessive over it, and I would, like, wear the watch. I'm like, "Okay, I got 15,000 today, I got 25,000, I got 10,000, I got 12, I got," and like, a bad day for me was, like, 12,000 steps, like, day after day after day after, it was, like, months of consistency, and I'm just like, "I can't live like that." Like, am I physically healthy? Maybe.
Mhm.
But am I mentally healthy with this? No. So I had to,
I
like,
know.
take the watch off, and it's like, we're not gonna count the steps. Just gonna continue on with our life and, like, go on our walks with our dogs, go work out when we can, move a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like, I had
See,
to, like,
that's
let
the
that
stuff
go.
that kills me is the watch, like, I have to have the
That's what
watch.
I'm saying. Like, I had to take it off. It was so sick, dude.
Like, if it's not counting my steps, I'm like, "Well, fuck, that shit didn't count then." And my watch always dies around, like, this time, if not earlier, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, my steps aren't gonna count." Like, literally, that's how I think
I know,
all the
I
time.
know, I know. I was like that
It's
too.
crazy.
I would look at my watch and it would say, like, 17,600. I'm like, I have to get 18. I'd get up out of bed, like, just to get 18. I'm like, "Girl, chill out. Like, this is stupid." It's a lot. And for me personally, it's like I have to learn to balance my life more. I'm very all or nothing. I'm very black and
Yeah.
white. I'm very do it hard or don't do it at
Mhm.
all. And I think that's probably how I've kind of gotten into this problem in the first place. And so, like, for me, it's like I'm really trying to, like, slow, like, I can catch myself literally, like, if I'm just doing laundry or cleaning the thing, I'm like rushing and I'm thinking about this. I'm grabbing this thing while I'm doing this. I'm like, "Oh my god." Like,
It, like, sends you in a spiral, it
please calm
really
down.
does.
Yeah, and I'm just like, my nervous system is just in overdrive.
Mine always is. I think that's why I have so much anxiety. Like, if my nervous system would just chill the fuck out for 2 seconds, I feel like I wouldn't even have anxiety, honestly. Like, and it
No,
happens to me
seriously.
all the time. Like, today I'm at the park and I can just feel it. Like, it's going rampant. And I'm like, bitch, I'm fucking sitting here at the park watching like, what is going on? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
can my nervous system just chill out for a second and, like, let me enjoy life?
No,
Seriously, it gets so annoying.
I cannot do that. Well, my thing too is, like, I think about, like, the autoimmune stuff. Like, I mean, my mom has multiple issues. She has thyroid issues, she has rheumatoid arthritis, which is autoimmune. My sister has hypothyroid. My brother even got hypothyroid. My
Oh,
dad
shit,
has the
really?
diabetes thing. We all have autoimmune diseases, which, what does that tell you?
Yeah.
But it's like, and it usually, they always come in 2, like, I think what is it, like, 80% of the time you're gonna get a second one. So I'm like, what the fuck is mine about to be? I'm, like, sitting over here like, "Oh, it could be lupus, could be rheumatoid, could be diabetes." Like, that sucks. And you know what's so annoying too is it's like, I have done probably the best in my entire family of, like, trying to take care of myself, like, physically
Mhm.
and mentally, and it's like, it really could not even matter at the end of the day. And I think that's, like, been very eye-opening to me as I get older too, because it's like, you could do everything right and shit still doesn't work. Like, it sounds like such, like, a duh thing to think about,
Mhm.
but I think when you're young, you kind of have this idea of like, as long as I put in the work, as long as I do this, I'm gonna get this.
Right.
And it's like sometimes
Doesn't
I will
work
say
like
most of
that.
the time that probably does work. Like if you
Yeah.
work hard, you can get what you want. But I think sometimes there are just things that are simply out of your control.
Like you
They
said,
just
all you can
are.
do is your best, and it's like, whatever
Yeah.
happens, happens. Like you said, I could be gone tomorrow. You just
That's so
never
true.
know. You just gotta do your best.
You have to.
And
And like
still live life. I think that's what we all like. That's like the misconception, right? It's like, no, 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 but like you still gotta live your life though.
you have to. You have to
You have
find the
to.
balance. And I think that's what I'm kind of figuring out as I get older too, is like
Yeah,
what
it's
does the
hard.
balance look like? And like also too just like accepting that your body's gonna change. Like I think about it, it's like you said earlier, like we should be how we are in high school. And I'm kind of just like, I don't know. I'm like, I'm growing up. Like I am gonna look different at 60 than I do right now. I'm gonna look different at 80 than I do right now. My 80-year-old self should not look like my 50-year-old self or 40-year-old self. Like maybe on the best case scenario, I look close, but I'm still going to be different. Like that's just how
Mhm.
aging works.
Right.
So I think just like accepting the fact that like some things are just a little bit different because we're aging. And it's actually kind of like a beautiful thing. I always talked about like, people would be like, oh, I don't want, laugh lines or this wrinkle line or crow's feet or
Oh
whatever. And I would
Lord.
get Botox. I'm like, what an honor it is to have that though. You know what I mean? Like it's such an honor. A lot of people don't make it that far to see that kind of
That's for
stuff.
damn sure.
So for me, it's like when I start to get gray hair, I'm going full silver. I'm going full silver.
Are
I'm
you
not
really?
dying. Yeah. I cannot wait.
Let's see, I already get gray hairs and I'm like, fuck, I need to go see my girl and get it covered because or like I pluck 'em, not gonna lie. I do
Well,
pluck 'em because I'm just like
if I have like one or two or whatever, then whatever. But like when I get to the age where it's like it's coming in gray, you best believe I'm going full. I'm gonna be like full send it. I don't even care. How fun! Like I'm old.
my aunt does that. She's letting it all just
Yeah,
take it
I
and it
love
looks good
it.
on her. But I don't know if I could do that. I mean, I feel like I guess we'll see when it comes down to that. Hopefully not sooner than I'm hoping. But it runs in my family too. Like we all got
Mm.
gray hairs like I think in our 20s and I'm like,
Damn.
what the fuck? Yeah,
You
it
know what's
literally runs in my
crazy?
family.
Total side note, but my sister, so for you that don't know, I have a younger sister who is severely disabled. She had a stroke before she was born, can't walk, can't talk, very involved. But she is 26. Oh my
I
god, dude,
still
she's
can't get
gonna be
over that.
27, bro. I'm shook. Anyway,
That's crazy.
she so much white hair.
Does
And
she
I'm
really?
like, yeah. I'm like, is this like part of your condition? Is this mean you're like aging quicker than we think? Like I'm spiraling, obviously.
Yeah.
But I look at her, I'm like, oh my god, like she has so much gray hair.
That's so
I'm like,
crazy.
whoa, girl. It's so crazy. Like this girl's gonna be 30 in a few years. I'm like literally I don't have words.
Wild.
30? My little sister's gonna be 30 years old in a few years. Like, absolutely not.
I know my older brother's pushing 40 and I'm like, yo. Him and I laugh about it all the time because we're 6 years apart. So he's
Yeah.
literally 38. And I'm like,
I'm
you're
4 years.
literally about to be 40, yo. Like, how do you feel?
I know my brother's gonna be 37 this year, so he's kind of getting up there too. I'm like, brother.
Yes. Isn't it crazy to say? I'm like, damn, yo, you're
I
really
know.
pushing 40.
I'm like, actually, it makes me sick to think about.
No, I feel like
Literally,
that all the time too. I'm like, I can't believe I'm 32. Like to even say that is honestly sometimes I'm just sitting there and like, how sad is that? Because then I see other people and I'm like, they're like, oh yeah, I'm like 22. I'm like, fuck, dude. I remember when I was 22. Like
I remember
those
when
were
I
like
was
literally
hot.
the golden years, dude. Those are the freaking golden years.
My God, dude. Not me, like literally 2 seconds ago being like, what a privilege.
I
It's so beautiful. And then like right now I'm like, fuck, I'm scared.
I know.
But that's just me being real. I think it is a beautiful thing, but when you really actually think about it, you're like, holy crap.
Well, I think we look at it like that way just because like look how fast time goes.
No, so
You know what I mean? I feel like
fast.
that's how I look at it. Like my kid's about to be 13 in like 6 months, and that is so like I can't even wrap my head around that. She's going into
Kids will
junior
age you,
high.
girl.
Like I'm like, dude, I feel like I just had her. And I
Aw.
feel like that's where it starts to spiral for me because I'm just like, these are like the next steps in life, if you know what I mean. Like,
Mhm.
okay, we're going into junior high. Like, this is totally different ball game. Like, literally, she's only there for 2 years and then we hit high school. Like,
And then you'll
bitch,
be moving her into her dorm room.
I just can't, like, I just can't. I'm like, I can't believe my kid is like, she's gonna be driving soon, like, things
Oh
like that. I'm
God
just like putting in my
bless.
mind, I'm like, what in the actual hell is happening?
Yeah, I will say I think when you have kids, time goes fast in general, but I think when you have kids, it's like very noticeable. Cause like I think about that and I'm like, I don't feel like I'm 13 years older than when you had her.
Isn't that crazy?
Like, I don't feel like I was thinking about it the other day, my nephew's gonna be 10 next year in February, and I'm like, I can literally remember the night I was laying in bed when they said that, like, he was born, and
Mhm.
I'm like it was 2017, and I'm like, "There's no way I'm 10 years older than that girl who was laying in that bed."
That's what I'm saying, like, I feel like that's also another thing, like, not even just if you have kids, but if you can, like, compare it to a situation like you just said, right, like, how is my nephew gonna be
Yeah.
10? Like, my kid just
Yeah.
turned 10, so now I have, like, a 12, a 10, and now August, we have the 2 other birthdays, so then they'll be 8 and 6, and I'm like, the fact that this is, like, my last baby is 6, my first baby is almost 13, I'm like, that is crazy.
No, it's
It's just crazy to
insane.
sit here and just, like and, like, the fact that she's taller than my mom now, she's taller than my grandma in Arizona, she's taller than my mother-in-law, I'm just like my mother-in-law was shook, we hadn't seen her in literally a long time, right? And we invited her over for, Destiny's birthday, and she could not believe she's literally looking at Faith like this now, like, she has to look up. She was, like, mind blown because, again, the Hispanic side of my husband's family, none of them are really tall, you know?
Sure.
So the fact that, like, the grandbaby's, like, growing taller than her, like, she was,
6
like,
foot.
mind blown, and you don't even think about it either, but then when you start to see those little changes, right, like, the height is a prime example, like, different things are
Puberty.
changing. Yeah, and you're just like, "Whoa." Like, it's just
Yeah.
weird, dude. Because then it's like, I remember too, like, I'm sitting there I was just talking to Michelle actually about it today. We were at the park with the kids, and I was just talking to her, I was like, "Dude, I remember what I was doing at Faith's age." And
Not
it was
good. I was
not
not at
good.
the park with my
Or maybe I wasn't, it was like 2 in the morning with something else, but you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
It's just
yeah.
it's mind-blowing to see just the difference.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy too to think about? My dad just told me this, that, like, Alex and I have surpassed my parents' marriage.
Whoa.
Yeah, so they were together, I think, for 12 years or 13
Wow.
years. 13 years. Alex and I will be 14 years and 19 days married.
My first congrats, that's so sick.
Yeah, it's so sick. So
But also, like,
2012.
wow.
That's what I'm saying, like, when you
Wow.
hear those, like, milestones, like, out loud, you're just like, "Holy shit," like, I remember, like,
13
when he
years.
proposed to me and, like, when we went to the courthouse and got married, like, when I first had Faith in 2014, you know what I mean? Like, all those, like it's so weird how clear everything is, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And, like, you thought everything was all good then, and then, like, shit really starts
Yeah.
to hit the fan when you're getting older. Like, you start to get, like, the health
I
problems like we were talking about, and
dude,
you're just like
it's
it's crazy. You don't even really think about it until you're like, "Okay, well, shit, now I got PCOS, now" and then you're like, "Oh, I got the freaking Hashimoto's shit," and it's
I
like
got the Hashi-dashi bullshit, like, what who is that and why is he all up in my thyroid like that?
no, and then you just think, "Okay, well, now what? Like, what's gonna hit me next?" I feel like that's how I'm looking at it. Like, it's only a matter of
Yeah.
time before something else, especially with just all the shit that's in our food and just
Well, I think the thing
everything.
for me too is like I have a really hard I have a hard time because and you could probably relate to this too, but being like an athlete and working out and just relying so much on your body all
Mhm.
the time, like obviously we were sore and tired, like we were
Right.
athletes. Like obviously in college I was sore as shit and tired all the time, but like there's a different kind of tired now.
Oh,
And
for
I don't
sure.
know if I'm like if that's just like cuz I'm getting a little bit older or if that's because I have like these diseases and issues and stuff. Maybe it's like a mix of both. But like I don't remember it hurting to like breathe in my back because my rib hurts or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like or like getting off the couch is like harder. Like you really like people joke about it, like, oh yeah, and when you're like in your 20s,
Mhm.
you're like, it can't be that bad. No, actually, and I know it's just gonna progressively get worse. I'm
Yeah,
not trying to say it's like
exactly.
horrible. Like I can still jump off the couch if I have to, but I can feel the difference.
Oh, for sure.
And I think it's like the little things I didn't really think about. Like, and
Like you said,
another
it's just the basics, like, little things, like, even now after, like, a workout, I'm like, "Fuck, yo,"
no,
like, can't even
there
sit
is
down on
like
the
a
toilet and this shit, I'm like, "Yo," like, before, like, the shit we used to go through in high school with, like, the working out and just the constant running and all, like, I'm like
I think oh
and
my god,
now
I
I
think
can
about that.
barely do this, like,
I think
shit,
about that
it
all the time.
I know,
I'm
we
like,
were in the best shape
"What?"
of our lives, dude.
And then
The
I go to
best
college and
shape.
literally working out in the morning. I have practice for 3 hours. I do conditioning for an hour. Hello? I would croak right now
I
trying
couldn't
to
even
do that.
imagine trying to do that.
No, I take an Orange Theory class, and if I push myself a little too hard, I'm, like, in serious pain.
Well, and, like, I need to work on some pelvic floor exercises because now I literally can't even go for a run without peeing myself because of how many kids
Golly.
I've had. I swear to God. I sneeze, I need to cross my legs because there it goes. I'm like, it's little shit like that I'm like, this is embarrassing. I'm 32 years old. I'm like, I have to cross my legs to freaking sneeze. I literally, like, I can't hold my pee anymore either like I used to.
Mm,
I better sprint, yo, because it's just gonna come out. My mom and I laugh about it all the time, but I'm like, no, like, it's a serious problem.
that is so
It's
crazy.
like little things like that. Like before, I couldn't even like I could hold it for
Motherhood.
days. Now I can't even hold it.
You know what? Honestly, I just wanna take, like, a hot second to just be like, the female body
No, literally
is hot.
something
You know what
else.
I'm saying? Like, the
It is
female
something else.
body is unbelievable. Like, God, I do have some questions about some parts of the
I
female body and why we have to have certain things happen.
yeah.
But that aside, like, God did his thing when he made women. Like, he knew. Like, it's just the most
That's why we're the only
mind-blowing,
ones that could carry children. Men could never. They could
mind-blowing,
never.
beautiful, perfect species. Like, women just it's mind-blowing, truly. Like, the
To see
fact
like
that you
what we
just
go through and stuff.
every month feeling the way that we do, we get,
Mhm.
like, 1 good week, maybe 2 good weeks. Like, all the other like, we're higher rates of certain diseases. You have babies, your body completely changes. Then you have to, like, by society standards, like, rebound and be back to who you were, like, pre-baby, and you're supposed to do that, like, a week after you have a baby, according to everybody. It's just, like, women are badass, dude. I
Literally, chef's kiss.
literally chef's kiss to the ladies, 'cause God, we really did that. I mean, I didn't have no kids, but I deal with all the other stuff.
What's crazy too to like think back to like you literally like after you give birth to a baby, like it's on. Like there's no
I can't
time to like
imagine.
recover. Like you're feeding that baby right after the thing comes out of you. It is like trying to get milk and it is the most painful. I can't even express to you.
No, I don't care. I
So
don't
like
wanna know. I can
period
never wanna feel
cramps,
that.
right? Like period cramps times 10 when they are sucking on your nipple to get the milk.
Uh,
It cramps every time they take a
No,
sip.
I
The
can't do it.
entire time that you're feeding them, it's period cramps times 10, and you're obviously so sore, right? So imagine, like, how sore your boobs are and stuff. It's
No.
that with a baby doing what it's doing, and literally the whole process is so crazy to me because it's like you have no choice. You know what I mean? Like, that is what's going to happen whether you like it or not. And it's,
I
like,
can't.
literally right after I gave birth, I was up and walking. Like, I'm like, "Okay, let's get going." Like, right when my epidural wore off, I was, like, up and popping. Like, the next day, I think we were at the mall. Like, I was, like
Hello?
and I know a lot of people are, like, really weird about, like, germs and stuff, but I was the first person out, like, out and about. I was like, "We need to get fresh air." Because you really if you start to coop yourself up, it really messes with
Mm,
your mind. Really
mhm.
messes with your mind. And I remember on the 4th baby, like, my anxiety was just through the freaking roof, dude. Ever since, like, I had him, it was so wild. I still remember it to this day. I was bending over in the bathtub bathing him. All of a sudden, everything just stopped in its tracks. My body, my whole entire back literally just croaked. Like, I could not move. I
Oh
was
my
stuck in
god.
that position, and I was having an anxiety attack, and that's when I told you I thought I
Mm,
was literally dying.
mm.
It's horrendous. The whole body thing that every like, it is just so wild, like, what women go through, I just men could never, that's all I have to
No,
say.
no, I
They could never.
mm-mm,
Mm-mm.
mm-mm. They get, like, kicked in the balls and like, "Oh!" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Do you want me to do it 17,000 times for a week straight?"
Yeah.
And I joke about this shit. I'm like, "Actually, if I were ever president, my first executive order would be that men should get their balls kicked every single day for a week straight, multiple times a day."
Remember
And
what
that's
you
an
and I were
executive
talking
order.
about? You know what I remember what you and I were talking about, like, why are we paying for feminine products? Like, this is
No,
out
look.
of my, like trust me, if I could choose, this would not be on my bingo card for the next year,
No,
but,
let me
like
tell you something. I'm the first one to love capitalism, okay? I love that, okay? You wanna
yeah.
have a great idea, you wanna make a lot of money, you wanna employ people, you wanna do your thing. I love that for you. Honestly, I'm not gonna sit here and shit on, like, big
Oh, for
billionaire
sure.
corporation people. They're doing the damn thing, okay? If it wasn't for Jeff Bezos, okay, our lives would look completely different, okay? They're needed, okay? However, I will say the fact I have to pay for tampons and pads that literally are bad for us anyway, and I'm paying astronomical prices for these things, by the way, to get for a cotton on a freaking string, okay, is a sin. Okay, it's legal robbery, and I'm not into that.
Well, it's like, what
Okay,
if you don't have the money? Like,
no,
literally, what if you are so tight you don't have the money? What are you supposed to do? This is a necessity. I don't understand.
No, it should. Well, and then like we could go down the rabbit hole of like, well, water's a necessity and toilet paper's a
I know, I
necessity, and
know.
like everybody wants everything for free. No, shut up. We're not going there. We think women should have feminine products for free. And here's the other thing: I don't want the freaking cardboard tampons in the
Oh,
bathroom.
God.
Like
Those
you're
are
doing me a
horrendous.
favor.
Literally.
You're
I'd rather
literally
just
giving me
free
a
ball
pap
it.
smear. You're giving me a pap smear in the middle
No.
of the bathroom. I'm not doing it. Like.
That is so foul, yo. I remember those
Dude.
in freaking like high school when I had to use
No,
one of those one time.
imagine
I was
12-year-old
like,
me.
what
Like I'm gonna
is
use
this?
cardboard up there. No.
And by the way, I will add these kids nowadays have it a lot better than we did when it comes to products and stuff available. I will just
Yeah.
leave it at that.
I'll never forget my mom literally like didn't want to talk to me about tampons because of the whole like virginity thing or whatever. I'm like, as I got older, I'm like, it's a tampon. Like we should be able to say tampon without it being weird
I
like
know.
that. Like can we just? It's not weird.
Yeah, like hello.
Like it's a tampon.
So
Like
funny.
hello. It's so weird. But yes, no. I think I've said this. Why do I have to pay? And here's the other thing. If I have to pay, like why am I paying astronomical prices? Like make it $2 for a pack of 24.
Yeah, make it a little more affordable, please.
You know what I mean? Like this is stupid. Women, we just do
Crazy.
too much. We should get tampons. I think that's a fair trade.
I know.
You know what I mean? I think
the
that's
least
fair.
we could get for the shit we have
It's
to
the
go
least
through.
we could. Yeah. Women are just an aging and the body changes and like I feel like we're constantly like learning and having to like accept ourselves and grow with ourselves like literally like on a weekly basis because some weeks are like you just never know what you're gonna get. Like your symptoms could be similar, but you really could get like something brand new. So it's like you have to
never
learn
ending.
yourself like time and time and time again as you get older too.
Yeah, never ending.
Oh my God. I feel like I could talk about women for
I know.
a long time. Beautiful creatures that we are. You know what I mean?
That's for sure.
But we've talked almost an hour now,
I
and
know.
20 minutes of that was about fast food. So at the end of the day, eat the fast food, have a little balance, and just learn to
enjoy life.
enjoy life and enjoy yourself and your body and just freaking do what you gotta do. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to wrap it up, okay? Because it's been too long, and that's all I have to say about it. I was going to say the usual plug. Instagram, pointblank.nl. Go over there, give us a follow, and you guys, we'll catch you in the next episode.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.